What's up, guys? Welcome back to Fratelli Fumatori, aka Smoking Bros. I don't even know what episode we're at, guys. Honestly, 26.
I don't know.
But what we got here today is the Buffalo Trace Cigar. So let's get into it.
Buffalo. What is that commercial? Buffalo.
It's not a commercial.
It's casino. It's a casino.
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
It's a casino game. Yeah. Buffalo.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's pretty popular in a lot of the casinos.
But anyway, guys. So the reason I picked the Buffalo Trace this week, I wanted to do it with the Buffalo Trace bourbon that's out there, because this cigar is basically made for that specific whiskey, for that specific bourbon. But I didn't get Buffalo Trace because we found a bottle of Eagle Rare at the Wine and Spirits by us. So that's what we're drinking today, is the Eagle Rare Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. The reason why I went with Buffalo Trace is because Buffalo Trace Distillery distills and distributes the Eagle Rare whiskey. So technically it's still Buffalo Trace, just a different, it's not the same blend, like
blend.
this cigar was made for the Buffalo Trace bourbon, which eventually we will get and we'll drink on this episode. But I figured since we're doing something from Buffalo Trace Distillery, let's stick with the Buffalo Trace cigar.
I like it.
Completely pair.
It's
So
pretty cool.
yeah, I mean, off the light, it's pretty good.
Not as heavy as I thought it was going to
It's
be.
a little heavy though. It is a little heavy.
I personally don't think so. I don't think it's that heavy. I
Yeah.
will say, and we did just kind of discuss this, I feel like you have to puff it or else it's going to like die down.
I'm having a hard time just with the draw. And I don't know
My
maybe
draw.
if it's just my cigar, because I see Dad and Joe.
No, mine
Dad and Joe are puffing out big clouds of smoke.
Yeah, my draw's fine.
But we have the
perfectly
deep
fine.
V cut, so it shouldn't be a
Yeah,
problem.
that's why I think it's a little weird. But I'm having a hard time like I have to really suck it in to get any smoke out of it.
She said.
Pause.
All right, sketch.
But anyway, we got too soon.
Probably.
This is if I'm correct, an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. It's I forget what the binder is. I'm gonna have to look at it.
You're just failing.
I'm gonna take a shot in left field here. Nicaragua.
No, so it's Ecuadorian Sumatra or Ecuador Sumatra wrapper.
Yeah.
With a Brazilian binder.
Yeah.
And it's Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. You're gonna get Nicaragua in it because they have all the good leaves. You're always gonna get it.
Apparently.
So I honestly personally think that it's
They
you know,
monopolize.
if they have Nicaraguan leaves in it, then you're probably gonna get a good damn cigar.
Yeah.
A goddamn good cigar.
Have we had one that had anything with Dominican in it?
Yeah. We've had
We've
some.
had?
Yeah.
Dominicana.
Because that's where it says the origin is Dominican.
We should have had some Dominican food here with us.
you
Yeah, right,
idiot.
man. We
Yeah.
could be snacking away on some tostones,
Nah, how about chicharrones?
chicharrones. You know what that is?
Hell no.
It's fried pork skin.
Oh my
You
god!
ever
It's
see the
the
video-
fucking best. It's so
You ever
good.
see the video of the
so
kid?
bad for you. Sorry.
He's at I guess one of his teachers like every year gives him like chitterlings or whatever.
Chitlings.
Chitlins.
Chitling. Well, he said chitlings, and she's like, no, it's chitterlings.
It is chitterlings, but the American people call it chitlins.
And he was like so excited, but he was a little fruity. So like the way he was saying it was like hilarious. He was like, I got me some chitterlings. And they're like, well, that's not nice to eat in the lunchroom. It's going to smell it up. He's like, I did it last year. They're used to it. I'm going to do it again. I'm just like, okay.
What's weird is you said fruity, And that's the way you sound every single day.
Can't do that when
It's
I'm
fucked
drinking.
up.
So funny.
What's
But
What's that pick on day today?
Yeah.
it's a pick on day.
Pick on day. The
Pick
day.
on day. But so we should get flavor notes of like a little sweet chocolate, some coffee notes, leather, black pepper.
Not white pepper?
No, black pepper. This is going to be heavy, especially in the retro hail. You're going to get some black pepper in it. I think that's it. Leather, the sweet chocolate, like a sweet chocolate.
No fruit?
Heavy black
Nah.
pepper.
I like it.
That's from
Not
what.
me.
Hold on. This isn't my knowledge. This is from what I read. I don't actually know if these are the flavor notes. This is just from somebody who reviewed the cigar, and I'm just taking off of what they said. But just to give you guys an idea of, like, I mean, for the most part, everything I read on different reviews, they talked about the coffee, they talked about the sweet chocolate, leather. Sometimes some reviews said vanilla, some said cedar. But that's just from what I'm gathering. So I mean, we could see what we get out of it. But I know the black pepper is going to be in the retro hail, though.
I can tell you one thing: the aroma is really good. It smells amazing.
It smells like that cigar you want to smell.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when you're on the
exactly.
golf course and you smell a cigar, and
Yeah,
you're like,
know,
oh man,
you
I
know
want
somebody's
one. That's
smoking
what
a
it smells
cigar
like.
Yeah.
too, yeah.
Absolutely.
It is good though. It really
does.
does smell nice.
I think it smells like a buffalo.
Buffalo.
What about the whiskey? You try it yet?
Mm-hmm. It's good, but it definitely smacks you. It's definitely a stronger flavor.
Yeah, definitely. You get the burn in the back of your throat.
Yeah,
It's not the worst one that we
it's
had
no,
before though.
no, because that
Burn
Japanese
wise.
one was the worst.
That was the
flavor,
best.
I mean, switching it in my mouth, it's really good. I mean, you get a little bit of the
It's good. I like it. I like it.
little oakiness.
And Dave, I think you were right. If you don't keep puffing on this thing, it's gonna.
Yeah, it
gonna
like
go
dies
out.
down.
I think you guys just don't know how to smoke the damn cigar.
Yeah, right.
No, I think you're an idiot.
What were you gonna say?
Well, the last time I said that, my cigar died.
You know what I was thinking with drinking whiskeys? I like whiskeys, and you normally get those like flavor notes of like the caramel, the oak.
Mm-hmm.
But when I've been lately watching whiskey reviews. I didn't see what it said.
Oh,
I've
you
been
need fucking glasses.
I've been
insane.
watching whiskey reviews, and like on a bunch of different whiskeys, and they're pulling out like they're saying like these flavors and stuff, and all these tasting notes and what they're smelling from the thing. I have a hard time. I have a hard time picking that out.
Yeah, so do I.
But I guess I'm not as huge whiskey drinker as I am with the cigars, so I feel like with the cigars I can pull out some of the stuff that they talk about. Not like to a T. Like I can't pull off like when they go like dark fruit or
Yeah, no.
this or that.
That
Every
shit-
once in a while, I get something where it's like that other day when I was getting that raisin or that like
I was just about to say that.
prune, whatever that prune flavor. Like I was getting that out of the cigar. That was the only time that I actually like.
See, but
tasted.
there's like ways that people do things. Like when they take a sip of whiskey, they just like get like the tiniest bit, swish it around, and like breathe in air and stuff. And like when I was watching a thing on a cigar, like when we first started, they were like swish it around, swish the smoke around your mouth, and do this and do that, and then you'll be able to get all the flavors from the hit. And I'm just like that.
The notes in the cigars, the only ones I'm ever really able to pull out is like leather, coffee, and then you can. I don't taste the black pepper, but you feel the black pepper.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
feel like a nice little burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel with the peppers. Is like when depending on the intensity of that burn, especially in the retro hail, is where I determine like if it's white pepper, black pepper, red pepper, whatever. You know what I mean? But like this cigar specifically, I can taste that like if you chewed on a coffee bean, like that's the taste you would take, and I can get that out of here. Like it does.
Not just that, I feel like it
reminds
leaves like
me
the
of a coffee.
aftertaste of a coffee. You know, like when you drink coffee and you get that aftertaste.
Yeah.
If you haven't sipped it for a while, that's the taste that I get. Like,
out of the cigar. So I mean, like certain things like that. But I was watching, which I'm interested to do it and look up to see if there is things out there. But the one guy I was watching, he had like a kit, like a bourbon kit, where I guess it gave you like 3 different bourbons or whatnot, and along with it gave you like 6 different spices of what were in those bourbon, like what the flavor notes are in there, so you can smell. You can smell what they're saying the tasting note was. So I think they're called tasting kits or something like that. So then this
that
way
would make sense.
So then this way you can train and learn
learn to get the flavors out of it.
pull the flavor notes out. So I'm
don't worry, Sally's on it.
Yeah, I want to look into that and possibly get that. Maybe we can on a show do a whiskey tasting and then see if we could pull out the notes that we're smelling.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But then not just that, cool. like because you also hear a lot of times like they'll be like, oh, eucalyptus, and it's like, who knows what eucalyptus smells like unless you're smelling it every day.
Have you never drank like eucalyptus tea or
No.
But like stuff like that. I mean, like unless I'm like sitting there and you give me like the eucalyptus oil and I smell it, that's the only way that I would know. Yeah. Like, oh, that's when I'm tasting. Okay. So I think those tasting kits would be cool.
Mm-hmm. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. But I was like, when I was watching the one video, they popped that up and I was like, oh. And then we're saying, they were like, this is how, I guess the one guy I watch it's called Whiskey Tribe. And they're in collabs with the Whiskey Vault. And they're 2 different YouTube channels that are like, the Whiskey Vault is actually like the guy who runs that is like, runs this like schooling for whiskey. So you go through these stages of schooling and they teach you how to pull out tasting notes, how to taste whiskey, how to smell whiskey and all this stuff. So
that sounds goofy.
It does, but then at the same time I'm like I would.
Yeah, but you're gonna pay what? $600.
No, I know
just to like drink whiskey and tell them.
But that
to
could
like,
also be like
it
could also be a schooling to get into like distilleries.
Is it kind of like you take a sip of wine, you swish it around your mouth and spit it out?
Yeah. No, that's like a wine tasting.
Yeah,
they have those with whiskeys too.
But is that something like you're supposed to do, like to pull out all the notes? Or are you supposed to just sip it and then swish it around and then
spit it out? I mean, that's to not get drunk, but that's how they pull out notes. They spit it out so they don't get drunk. Because they taste a lot of wine.
Does nobody ever?
Yeah. Yeah, whenever I'm wine tasting, I chug that. Yeah.
Is that why?
But I don't. I think all wine tastes the same. So.
Yeah.
You got
not
like
even close.
You got like a.
I mean, like different. But yeah,
Cabernet,
that's different. But like I'm saying, like from distiller to winery to winery, like if they're giving you a Cab Franc at the one and then you go to another one, it's the same freaking taste.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Wine.
What did you just say?
Cab Franc.
Cab Franc?
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Isn't that one?
No.
No.
I don't know. Franc, like a Cabernet.
What's the Franc?
Franc is, I believe it's a white wine.
Oh.
And I
thought it was Cab Franc.
No, it's Cabernet Sauvignon.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm not a wino, okay? Mr. Wino over there. Hey, Sally, did you find it yet?
Oh. Hey, you shot-shanking, whiskey-drinking, cigar-smoking losers. If you want to practice like me and my golf game, you have to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to smash that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the stuff your friends here for Telefumatori got going on. Now let's get back to the episode.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say to you. You need to figure out the name because, like, bourbon tasting kit just popped up, like, little tiny, like, old Smoky
Shots.
Mason.
Look up with tasting note kit.
You want to understand?
Yo, is this an AJ?
No.
No?
This is, I actually don't know who, I don't know if, like, Buffalo Trace.
So there's different terminologies. Kentucky Chew is a technique used in bourbon tasting that involves chewing the bourbon in your mouth as if it were food. By doing so, you coat your entire palate and allow the flavor to permeate fully, ensuring a rich experience.
I'm trying it.
Then you have nose the glass. Nosing the glass is another essential step in bourbon tasting. Hold the glass at the bottom and gently swirl it around. Placing your nose just above the rim, inhale slowly to capture the bouquet of scents that emanate from the bourbon. Sip and hold. After nosing your glass, take a small sip of bourbon and hold it in your mouth for a few moments. This will help you savor the different flavors and detect any nuances in the taste. Then swallow the bourbon and pay attention to the lingering aftertaste.
I feel like the chewing made my mouth just burn all of it.
Well, it's right here. It just says tasting bourbon. 1, color. Color indicate the age, the richness of the bourbon. Darker shades usually signify longer aging periods and more intense flavor profiles. Aroma, the scent of bourbon typically consists in various notes such as vanilla, caramel, fruit, and oak. Mouthfeel, flavor, and finish.
Yeah, like my mouth is burnt. Like it all burns.
Really?
Yeah, they had a thing on that. It was called Pussy. And you also have like a fucking zin in your mouth. That's probably not helping.
That's not helping anything. It's not helping any flavors.
It doesn't really tell me who
Here, flavor me.
who makes the cigar. It kind of just says who sells them.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Well, Buffalo Trace.
Well, yeah, I figured Buffalo Trace. Obviously, Buffalo Trace was like, "Hey, we want to have a cigar."
But it would say somewhere on one
But
of the bands.
AJ is involved in so much.
But it would say on one of the bands like Buffalo Trace, AJ Fernandez.
I don't think AJ's involved.
I don't know.
Doesn't say it on any of the bands.
Mic check.
Mike,
Did we just turn it all off?
No,
So,
you're freaking crazy.
how about that country artist that sung the national anthem at the home run derby?
Don't torture that poor lady.
Dude, that was god awful. I was so Damon showed me it earlier, and I was joking around. I was like, "Oh, this is gorgeous." But
that was the worst.
that was the worst. That was even worse than that one lady who sang. Remember?
Fergie, yeah, she did. The national anthem.
There was another one that sang like opera.
Oh
She
yeah,
did it in the
yeah.
opera or whatever.
Wasn't that during like a hockey game or something?
I can't. Yeah, maybe.
Or no, was it?
can't-
Yeah, I don't remember what.
I can't
game.
remember who did it, but I was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is awful."
Yeah,
I was watching the home run derby, and I always like since the Fergie thing,
yeah.
like at the NBA game, I always whenever the national anthem gets sung, I'm always like, oh, please, like,
Just be good.
because I feel awkward for the singer that's
Yeah.
singing in front of like 20 of thousands of people, and dude, this thing started, and I was just like, oh my,
Yeah.
And it
gosh.
progressively
got worse.
got
Yeah.
worse,
Yeah.
and like there was parts where she was trying so hard to like be like extravagant about it,
Yeah.
and it was just like, just shut up,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
shut her mic off
I
and
was
start playing the national.
I was
anthem.
hoping that her mic failed and then
Yeah.
the crowd just sung it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel bad for her because she did just come out today and say that, you know, she was intoxicated and she apologized and that she's booking, you know, she's checking into a
Yeah, but do
to
you
a
do
rehab.
that? Do you do that to comfort
Cover yourself.
people?
cover
yeah.
yourself. I
Like,
agree.
oh, I gotta go to
Yeah.
because then you showed me the thing and it said, oh, I'll let you know how it is because I
Yeah.
heard rehab was fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if she has a problem, she's probably been there multiple times. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, maybe.
not everyone has success stories coming out of rehab. You know,
Yeah.
you come out of rehab, you're good for 6 months, and then you go right back into your ways.
Yeah, well, I mean that
You
also.
have to be a
but if
very
you're-
strong
Yeah, if
person
you're not
to
like
do so.
following the program and
Yeah.
involving yourself
There you
in
go.
people
Let's go, Nick.
who are also following the program, you're gonna have a hard
Yeah.
time having a success story. Not that it's not possible, but like I don't want to say that you can't do it without people, but you basically
It's
need
very
people.
hard
Yeah.
not to do it with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Like if you don't have accountability for your actions, then you're gonna most likely repeat the same mistake that you made. It's usually how it works
Oh,
in anything.
what was her name?
But that was literally crazy. He showed me that, and I was like, this has to be it had to be a joke.
Where's the lighter?
I feel bad for her because she was getting torched all over TikTok,
Oh my
all
God.
over every.
Well, I mean, you show
she was
up
getting
and you watch,
torched.
man. You're gonna get torched.
Yeah,
Especially
especially
the
for. Well, yeah,
The
national
national
anthem.
anthem alone, you mess that up, you're gonna get torched. That's what blows my mind is like that. But not only that, that's like the most nerve-wracking song to sing, especially live, because if you mess it up,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
But,
I would never like if I was good at singing and I was able to do it, I would never want to do it.
yeah.
Plus, it was at a pretty big event, not a huge
Home Run
event,
Derby
but
is like a championship.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna watch that because
Yeah.
it's all the
it's
best
fun.
players. You know,
It's
what I mean?
fun.
Like, so yeah. I mean, if she's going to actually better herself, good for her. And that's a shame that was her bottom, was singing in front of everybody
Embarrassing
there
herself.
and embarrassing herself. But I mean, if she really has a problem, maybe that's what she needed, and good. You
Yeah,
know,
like
so-
that's rock bottom for her.
Yeah.
You know.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that was pretty hard to watch though. It was just like
it was.
I was like, just be over, just be. And then she would like at the end, she went on like this like run, and it was like, it's like, yo, okay, all right, just stop,
Yeah.
stop, please.
Yeah.
well, wait
It
a
was
minute.
just
Wasn't,
so
wasn't she
weird.
like a 3 or 4 time Grammy winner?
Grammy nominated.
So we listened. Hold on, we listened.
So she didn't win. She
We-
was nominated.
Yeah, we listened to some of the stuff that she made, and she actually does sound good. So you could
Yeah.
tell that she was definitely on something, or something was wrong.
Something was wrong.
Yeah.
for her
I
to
thought-
sing
yeah.
like that.
I thought
There's
she
no
was
doubt.
sick. At first, it sounded like she was nasally and like
well, I
kind
thought
of
it
like
was the mic.
that's
Druggy.
what it sounded like to me. It almost sounded like the mic was messed up. But there was something wrong with the mic, and it was like
But then
like
she
almost
hit
like
those-
somebody put like a pitch changer on it and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
was messing around. That's why I was like, at first it was like it sounded like a joke. But then when she kept going on and it kept progressively
Yeah.
getting worse, I was like, it's definitely not the. I mean, there might still been a mic issue, but like, unless they're literally messing with her and like, like hitting the pitch and doing this and that, but like the run she did is not something you can
Yeah.
do.
And she even shortened the notes, like
yeah,
for whatever the extended period where
Yeah.
people are usually like, eh. She like
Except that
just
one.
cut them, just cut them. Yeah. But no, that sucks. That's embarrassing.
yeah,
Bomer
Very,
went
very.
to the semifinals,
Yeah.
and then shit the bed.
shit to bed, literally shit to bed.
Yeah. Well, did you see how fast his?
He had 36 home runs.
Yeah. But did you see how fast his pitcher was pitching?
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the guys,
Well,
he
you're
was
timed,
literally
that's
just
why.
flicking his wrist and throwing the ball down.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you don't got to throw 60 miles an hour.
I think that's what he requested though.
Well, yeah, but still.
well, I thought it was always like the faster the pitch, the easier it is to hit it far.
It is.
Well, yeah, but you
You
got to
need some
realize
speed. You can't lob it up
they
the
have the power to do that no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't even, who was it? The Garcia guy, Aroldis Garcia or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the best power there was. I'm surprised he didn't make it. Everyone that was supposed to win
didn't.
didn't
Yeah.
Didn't even make it
qualify.
to the yeah. The,
But-
the guy that was like projected only hit like 11 home runs.
Really?
Or 10 home runs. He was
Yeah,
under.
Alonzo.
No. The other guy, Gunnar
Henderson.
Gunnar
Scoot
Henderson.
or-
Yeah.
or yeah, whatever. But yeah, the one guy, Garcia, wasn't even picking up his foot. He was literally just like raising the back of his
Yeah,
heel up,
pivoting
and that
it,
was
yeah.
it. They have insane power. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. But yeah, surprising that he even got that far.
Did you see the mess up he did though?
Who?
When they like panned by him, he's like, what did he say? Shocking or
Oh, just as everyone thought it was
yeah,
gonna
just
be.
as everyone thought it
Yeah.
was going to be.
Well, because I
That
mean,
he made it on.
he goes in knowing that fucking Hunter Henderson, Scoot Henderson, whoever the Orioles guy was,
Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson was literally like plus 300, and Alec Boehm was all the way at the bottom
Yeah.
with plus 1800. You know,
I mean, it's
so,
because he's only had 11 home runs. I'm shocked he was even invited into the home run derby.
yeah. I think
I don't know how he got invited. Why wouldn't Harper be invited?
Well, I think you have to be.
Well,
in,
no, you could. They could invite you, and you could decline.
Yeah.
You could. So they could have
Yeah.
invited Harper, and Harper was just like, "No, with my injury, probably not."
Well,
Yeah, but I
think
think we would have known that. Though.
I think you have to be in the All Stars. So I don't think
Yeah.
anybody can just go.
No, you have to be an all-star.
Yeah. So
Well, Harper is in the All Star.
no shit,
Okay.
but I'm glad Boehm did it instead of Harper.
Yeah, me too.
not me.
Because if you think about it, they're probably like, well, we got to keep it even and fair. Like Pete Alonso, he's a little older. You know what I mean? Like Aroldis Garcia, like only went for a second one or whatever. Like they didn't bring Vladdy in.
Yeah.
Vladdy won last year. Why wouldn't they bring him back? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, or whoever won last year. So it is what it is. Ultimately, I'm glad Boehm did do it. Maybe this will like hype him up for for the games for the remainder of the season. But
But like I said, though, they could have been invited, but you have the option to be like, no,
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Well, I thought you had to like request to do it
Oh, maybe.
because you get paid to do it. It's not.
No,
like,
yeah. I seen him on an interview saying he was asked to do it, so he said, "Sure, I'll do it." You know.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Not many people are going to turn that down.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, why wasn't Aaron Judge in there? You know, like
Why wasn't
Well,
Ohtani in it?
Otani. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was he in there?
Well, that's the thing. They don't want the guys that are going to win. They
Yeah,
want,
but when you go to a home run derby, you want to see home runs. You want to see as many home runs as possible. Like the one year, there was like a shit ton of home runs.
yeah,
I mean, this year there was a good amount, but not really. I mean, like you watched 4 out of the 5 guys only hit like 17 home runs the first round.
yeah. No, yeah.
What I don't understand is how come it isn't. I don't know how many was for each the American League and the National League.
I think it's 4 and 4.
So why didn't they take the 4 top home run hitters of the American League and the 4 top? Oh, because maybe they weren't in the
All-Star.
All-Star. Oh, okay, maybe
Yeah,
that's
they,
why.
They definitely were. Judge was there. Harper
yeah?
was there. Otani was there. And then the other guys.
Yeah, but
Gunnar Henderson.
who were the 4 top home run leaders in the National League,
I
and
think
who are the 4?
Gunnar Henderson, I think.
He's got
The
like
top-
28.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the top
no,
in
I'm
baseball.
not arguing that, but I mean, would there be 4?
I would imagine, yeah.
In it, yeah, probably right. It depends on the position too.
Yeah.
You know.
Is today the future stars or
No, today's the
actual
All-Star, yeah.
All-Star?
today's the All-Star game, 8:00.
I don't think they do the future stars. At least it's not on the calendar because after today,
Everything's on ESPN.
we have
right?
2 days off. No, this is on Fox, I think. We have 2 days off, and then we're back into the season.
Yeah, Friday the Phillies play.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about that
Yeah.
trade?
You don't know nothing about a trade.
Well,
Is that
it
what
might
you were
be a
looking
trade.
at?
It's funny, though, because, I mean, the trade deadline's coming up, so it's like,
Was there a trade?
No.
Oh.
My favorite. So
Well, coming.
I
Just have 2 people.
so my biggest thing is because obviously I don't know sports, and I had a couple friends who also didn't know sports. So when we would hang out with guys who knew sports, we came up with like little liners to be like to include ourselves in the conversations, and like 90% of the time, if you go, "Yo, what about that trade?" Then usually there's a
yeah,
trade
so-
that
yeah,
happens,
yeah,
and they'll
that
be like,
trade was
"Yeah,
great.
did you hear
Yeah,
that trade?"
yeah,
and then they
it was
go on, and then you feel like you're a part of the conversation.
yeah, but what
yeah.
happens at the 10% that they're like, what trade?
And then that's when you just admit, "Yeah, sorry guys, I know nothing about sports."
It's like the Philadelphia Bird Dogs or something.
That'd be funny.
But yeah, I just always thought it was funny. Is like because most of the time it works, most of the time. But there's like we had like other line. I don't remember the rest of them, but we also had like other liners like that we would be in and be like, "Yo, did you see that freaking crazy play?" And they'd be like, and then they start raining. You're like, "Yeah, that one."
Well, yeah, you could always have one of them in
Yeah.
in baseball for sure.
About that game
Like
the
the
other
triple
day.
play the Phillies had.
We're on the All-Star break. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I meant. The home run derby.
Yeah. But no, funny. Yeah, I saw something saying that we have 2 open slots on the Phillies.
Yeah, I think they're trying to go get another bullpen relief pitcher, and
Either that or an
They're
outfielder.
looking for an
outfielder.
outfielder.
yeah.
Yeah.
I really
they-
want them to get that Rooker guy.
They
You were saying that.
the thing I read said that the 2 spots they're just gonna try to get one
Mm-hmm.
good player from active MLB.
I would do
The
pitching.
only problem with the Rooker guy is he's great bats, but not as good as defensive player. So it's kind of like another Schwarber,
Well, he was a center fielder, right?
left fielder.
Oh, left fielder.
So, but he's like, I mean, I don't think you can get much worse than Schwarber out in the field. So it's like,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
but
think
we
still
don't
an
need
upgrade.
Schwarber out there.
I
What?
Got Marsh.
Marsh isn't.
No,
He's a
Marsh
streaky
is-
batter.
Yeah,
yeah, but
he's
he's
been doing good. He's batting 170.
Oh wow.
270. I'm sorry. He's
his arm
batting
is
270. That's better than a lot of people on the team.
Yeah, but why can't he go center field?
He does. He plays center field.
Okay,
once in
there
a
you
while.
go. He's in center field and Rooker's in left.
Yeah, but we have
Rojas.
Rojas. Forget it. I don't care. You need Rojas every day out in center field.
Yeah.
He sucks as a batter, but you know what? Put him out in there, man. That dude is amazing.
What did he say? It might have been a fake thing. It was if ball gets hit ball gets caught or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's cocky as shit.
I mean, he is that good out.
He
He
is.
He
insane,
can't bat
man.
worth the shit, but I'll tell you what, man. Oh, he saved his
Well,
spot.
he has some
Sorry.
like bats,
Yeah, he hit a home run.
like a little
he hit a home
clutchy
run
type things, but
the other day before the break.
Oh, yeah, 1 home run. Would you
Yeah, I
rather?
know.
Would you rather a guy that already has 21 home runs in your lineup?
And can't catch a ball in the field?
He can catch a ball. He's just
Yeah, it's questionable.
not as good.
But no, I mean, to kind of move back to the cigar, I know that we've talked about it a lot. I just wanted to bring this up is that it went from coffee to leather for me. Like, it's just been riding leather heavy.
I don't know if I want to say leather.
That's what it is for me.
cowboy.
It's like
I
a
feel like I'm
leather.
getting-
It's like a leather tobacco. Like, have you ever had like a candle, like a leather tobacco candle?
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm freaking tasting is that smell.
No, see, I feel like I'm getting more like chocolatey.
Really?
Yeah.
Best candle I ever smelled was the one that you used to have
That was the leather.
in this room, the leather tobacco
Mhm.
wood wick candle.
Yeah.
That was the best candle I think.
But
I've
that's
ever
what I'm saying. Like that's what this is reminding me of right now is that candle.
I just got sweet stuff coming out of it.
in the
like,
same
make
exact
my mouth
room
water a
all
little bit.
those years ago.
In this exact room, yeah. But
so cool.
no, I've been puffing on it. The retrohale's not burning me anymore, and it's just riding like literally just that's what I'm pulling is just leather. I don't even get chocolate notes out of it or anything. It's just it
I
went
get-
from
I feel
it
like
went
I'm
from
getting
like a
chocolate.
coffee, little sweet chocolate with black pepper to like I feel like the black pepper is kind of like back end, like very very faint,
Who do I have?
and then it's just straight leather.
Who do I have to go to try to make a cigar? Because I want to try a salted caramel.
salted caramel.
Salted
cigar.
caramel with chocolate. Salted caramel chocolate cigar.
That'd be like really sweet.
So what? I like the sweet
It'd
ones.
probably be like a
not
oil
me.
infused cigar. I
Alright.
would have no. I wouldn't even know.
Give me
where
the number to AJ
start.
Fernandez.
I wouldn't even know where to start to like. You probably have to be like. Well,
feel
to
like
touch
that'd be really
AJ,
good,
you would
though.
have to be like super famous.
I feel like that.
No, well-
I'm Joe from Fratelli Fumatori, you
Yeah,
asshole.
idiot.
He's
Yeah,
almost
you're
famous.
the
Like-
least. You're the least famous Fratelli.
You don't remember
You
at
wish.
the thing?
Who's number one?
Nikki was the main guy.
Who's
you're the
number
other
one?
This guy.
They didn't even bring up Pops.
Yeah, they didn't even bring you up.
Who?
Everybody that we walk around, they're always like, "Oh, you're the main guy," and then they would be like, "Oh, you're the other guy."
No,
That's
they're-
just
they
because
never
Damon,
talk about
that's 'cause
Pops.
Damon walked up
I
to
know.
him and told him
I
to
know.
say that to you.
Shut up.
No, you just told me I'm the least famous. You fuckhead.
Whatever. But
I have the most subscribers.
anyway.
That's only
That's because you have like
threaten
13-year-olds that you work with, and yeah, you probably like if you don't subscribe, you're fired.
You're fired.
And it's not only that. She says you could go back there and take a break and watch it.
Yeah,
What?
And
No.
they're like, yeah, sweet,
don't put
dude.
that out there. His boss watches this.
No, she doesn't. Actually, she doesn't subscribe.
I'm at his
look at
owner.
Nothing. Share.
Why isn't she
Neither does he.
subscribed?
Because she doesn't watch shit like this. She doesn't
So?
like cigars, sports.
I keep telling people
Me?
who don't like it. I just say it doesn't matter. Just subscribe anyway. You don't have to watch.
That's what I said. She doesn't even have YouTube.
We'll make one for her.
No, that's too much work.
It is too much work.
Oh, if she has Facebook. She
No, yeah,
she
it's so
can
much. It's so hard to
subscribe.
put an email address in, their name, their birthday, and hit submit. It's a lot of work.
Go ahead, make one for her.
Okay,
Right.
what's her name?
I'm not telling. I'm not saying it. You know what? Maybe she should watch it. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not. Maybe she should.
Listen, I know we brought this up earlier, but man, we have to go golfing.
Yes, we
Like
do.
legit need to sit down
Yeah.
and plan a golfing trip because
When
I'm
did
sick
we
of this
talk
whole
about
thing.
that?
Not on the podcast earlier today.
Oh, I was like, oh, we used.
Yeah,
mine.
no. We didn't talk on the podcast, but
Yeah, I have a voucher to go. You know,
Oh yeah, we don't give a shit about you.
free.
Well,
So
we
let's
don't.
go.
We don't. We want to do a video out there, right?
Yeah.
So we can't. I don't think for 18 holes.
well, I think
would
if
be
we're
tough.
I think if we're gonna do a video,
We could do
we'll
like
start
the
that.
front nine.
No, we'll do a video and just start that on like Chip and Putt or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
Well,
agree.
one because I got to figure out how to record all the audio,
Right.
with the lav mics, and how I'm gonna record that audio. Because how I've been doing with lav mics is connecting it straight to the camera, and you can only plug in one receiver to the camera, and one receiver only holds two. Can only hold two mics.
Two mics. Yeah.
So we need 4 mics. So I got to figure out how I'm gonna connect the audio or connect the lav mics to a recorder.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to figure that out to start with, and then 2, how we're gonna do it.
You can't bring the mixer?
No, I can bring that mixer, but I got to figure out how to connect the receivers to the mixer, because the mixers are.
Why are you looking at me like that?
The mixers are XLR. XLR.
I was like, you just fucked me
Oh
up.
my
I
God, I
couldn't
was
remember it.
The mixers are XLR.
Yeah, you can't bring a big fucking mixer.
or audio. No, this. The
the recorder.
the Zoom H6.
Recorder, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So the XLR, or they have what are they, 1/8 inch,
Yeah.
1/8 inch jacks.
Yeah.
They're the only 2 ways that you can plug it in there, and then there is one place where you can plug an audio jack, but it's only one spot. So it's the same thing. I have a problem with the camera. How am I going to get 2 receivers into one jack?
Or we just sell the lavs that we have and just buy a 4 lav receiver set.
What do they make that? I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was looking them up.
But if we're gonna record a golfing episode, I want to do it first playing like chip and putt, where it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy.
It'll
You
be
go through.
our
You go
test.
through quick. It's
It'll be a
not
test.
long holes.
Yeah.
You can.
Well, I think
set
we
up the
should try
camera
it the way
while
that the
doing
Good
that.
does it. I think they just put a lav mic on their camera.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it.
It has to
could
be,
look up
because
how
I was
they-
saying no, but then when the guy hit the ball and he talked, you could only hear him a little bit.
Yeah, so that I think they set up. I think they have like a really good external microphone attached to their camera, but it's probably a really expensive good microphone that can pick up.
All right.
Good, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
Because they are called good.
good.
Ask
Well, I think we would need somebody to. The
Well,
only
yeah.
thing is we need the vocal.
Yeah,
Because when you hit a bad shot, I could say. When
well,
I hit a
yeah.
good shot, I could say.
yeah, sure. No, I think we could do it like with everybody just taking turns holding the camera.
even if we
recording.
did, it should be
Really?
a lav mic on the microphone or on the camera, and then the person hitting can just clip it to like their shirt. That way, if there's a good shot or whatever, it can be like "fuck yeah" or
Yeah, but I feel like that would just take too
"you
long.
bitch him out." No,
It's just a clip. You just clip. You clip it on, and then anybody like for us to hear. So like you're teeing off, and then to hear us, we'll just stand near the camera.
which I mean
We can
kind
do
of
like,
do that anyway when
yeah.
you're golfing.
Pre-golf interviews and then post-golf interview.
Okay, but no, we definitely got to schedule down a golf time because
Yes.
I'm sick of saying let's
Yeah,
go
me
golfing,
too.
let's go golfing, let's go golfing. And it's been the entire summer and we haven't golfed.
Well, I mean, if somebody's wife would have allowed us to go golfing on Father's Day,
We would have done it.
we would have done it.
I agree.
I'm thinking that you got your passes to Cream Ridge, so we got to go to Cream Ridge.
Well, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that golf course anyway.
Me too.
I mean,
Yeah, but
that's
that could just
probably-
be another time. That doesn't have to be like us recording. We can go out there.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I don't think we should do it on that. But it would be funny because we're rolling in the carts, and you know how when Nikki's driving, it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
especially after a few shots in, you know.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
never
like
drive.
tee
I
shots.
always drive.
I know. I never do. I like driving, but then at the same time, I feel like it's more relaxing not having to worry about driving.
Nah, I like driving.
Like you just get to
I
sit
just
in
like-
the car and just roll.
I just
along.
like driving in golf carts. I don't know why. It's something different.
Yeah, it's so weird because like I hate driving in general.
Yeah.
but driving a golf cart's so much fun.
Yeah.
I love driving no matter what.
Really?
Car, anything.
I mean,
I just love driving.
The only reason I hate driving in his car is because I like looking at everything. Like when I'm driving.
Yeah, I agree, but
Yeah. And I feel like I get distracted easily. So that then I gotta if
Squirrel.
I'm driving, I gotta stop looking. I gotta stay on the road, focusing on the road and all this stuff. And then you're driving past, and then somebody in your passenger is like, "Oh wow, it's a really gorgeous house," or "Oh my gosh, like look at that." And then you're driving, and you're like, and then you're on the other lane.
that sounds like a you problem.
900%, 900% me.
it's a hot,
We got
pretty
some
nice
big
percentage.
things in the works.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
all.
do it.
Big things, and I'm excited about them.
What are they? Oh,
Well,
you're not going to give a hint?
Other than the golfing, they're going to find out later.
Yeah.
They got to stay
So
tuned.
we'll figure out if it's even feasible for us to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to promise things and then not be able to do it. But
It'd
you-
be sick.
Can you tell me about it?
yeah, you
You
already
already
know.
Nah,
about
I
it.
know. I was joking.
Jesus, I'm really struggling with the heat.
I don't even think it's that hot. Oh yeah, you're sweating.
I'm sweating.
And I'm the pussy.
It could be because Joey's blowing the smoke. Every time he
Look
blows
directly
the
in
smoke
my eyes,
in your face.
Would you rather that or into the camera?
in the camera.
Okay.
I realized last week I 100% did hold the cigar with my hand and then like rub my
Oh
eyes.
yeah. That's like a big no because there's oils on the cigar.
Yeah, I know.
So like when you're touching the cigar and then you go and rub your eyes, you're putting that oil directly into your eye.
But I did it earlier in the episode, so I don't know why it only started happening at the end.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you kept like irritating it, kept
I
rubbing
guess.
the oils in your eye. But I think the funniest thing is too on these episodes is that every time we're smoking, there's a lot of smoke in the atmosphere here, and you're always like, oh, there's so much smoke. This is going to show up on the camera,
And
blah,
it
blah,
never
blah.
does.
And it never does. Like you still see smoke. You see smoke, but you don't. It's not like it is.
Mainly
But
from
what
when,
do you
like-
expect? You're smoking 4
Yeah.
cigars in a little room.
No, I
Well,
know,
no,
but
you
it's like
can't see it.
it's like shocking
know,
how you
but,
can't
like,
tell on the camera.
Why do you why do you freak out about it?
Because we get blurry.
Well, that's a good thing. That's probably helping the podcast.
Especially if they can't
That's funny.
recognize you.
Especially.
Oh, wait a minute. It's most of his people that
It
watch
is.
it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Well,
Shush.
I have a disguise anyway.
yeah, look at the new
Oh,
guy.
who's that? Yeah.
Guys, welcome to Clark Kent.
That was like a huge praise right there.
Take off the glasses.
Can't.
Just take it off real quick.
I was getting a little.
Oh my God, it's Superman!
Clark Kent. That's the only name you can come up with?
It's the only other guy who disguises himself with glasses.
Yeah, but you could have came up with a wonky
You know,
ass
I would
name.
think like
I-
it's Drew Carey.
Honestly, the dumbest
He
thing.
looks like a Drew
yeah,
Carey.
he does look like a Drew Carey.
the dumbest thing about Superman is his disguise.
Mhm.
Like you watch Superman and everybody's like doesn't know he's Superman because he's wearing glasses.
I mean, he doesn't have a suit on, too.
Yeah, but okay, you see his face.
Yeah, but like the difference
I know.
between me wearing glasses and not wearing glasses, it's not like.
No, that's it. Who the hell are you?
They're supposed to say Superman.
Superman.
That would have been funnier if
That
you said
would've.
Superman. God, this guy, he ruins everything. He ruins all the jokes.
I'm just mad that you called him Clark Kent.
Yeah, he's not that handsome.
Yeah.
I'm a stud.
Clark Kent's a good looking dude. You're not.
I am.
I mean, you might be a 2x4, or you might have been hit by a 2x4.
That's so dumb.
That's a knee slapper right
You're
there.
gonna be
No,
mad at
that
that.
was
I hit
so
the mic with my
stupid.
hand. You'll be pissed.
That was so funny. Look, we're going to get a lot of comments about that one. You watch.
Please comment. Joey's gonna go tell all the people at work. Can you go on this and comment, please?
Like that was hilarious.
You don't have to watch it. This is exactly what I want you to write.
Hit by a stud. Ah, God. You guys are
Oh
losers.
no!
definitely an idiot.
Now I got it, but that was stupid.
But it took you that long to get it.
I think it's supposed to be a 2x4, ain't it?
It's a pretty,
Oh,
what he said.
God.
it's a pretty
Oh, I
dumb
thought he
joke.
said a stud.
Yeah, isn't a stud a 2x4?
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
I'm really
The
stuck on
sun.
this heat. I don't know why. I'm really struggling today.
The sun just killed me.
Yeah, it was.
Well, guys, thank you for.
Yeah, it was.
I'm
tough.
done.
It was tough. It was tough to be out there.
Yeah, it's been the last couple of days actually been like really, really brutal.
Yeah, try working out there every single day.
Try
I couldn't
working
work
in
outside.
the kitchen.
I would 100% rather be in a kitchen
Why?
because
The
you
air
can go into the
conditioning?
AC too.
What's the temperature outside?
First off, you don't work in a kitchen.
No.
No. You work in a dining room that's AC'd. You go into the kitchen to grab food.
Where's the?
You go into the kitchen to grab food and then
does
come out to the
You
main
know-
dining
you know
room.
He
the-
doesn't even
you
do
know the
that. He
service
sends his
area
servers.
isn't- air conditioned, right?
Say the last time I was there, you were in the main dining area 98%
Well, yeah,
of the time.
because it was a show.
Okay.
So I was watching the show.
Not
Okay.
just that,
When it's a wedding, you're not on the floor.
but not just that. Technically, he wasn't working.
Yeah.
When it's a
technically.
wedding, you're not on the floor.
I mean, no.
You're not on the
much.
floor 50% of the time.
No.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Horseshit.
Honestly, the worst conditions to work in is a bagel factory.
Yes, that is.
When you pull those when you pull those bagels out of the oven, that is the hottest thing that you can experience. Not really the hottest thing you can experience, but in a working
They're hot
environment.
boxes, right?
Do you remember what? They're ovens that are at like 500 degrees.
Yeah, and then you open that door, and all it is just heat coming at
Steam.
you.
Yeah, but you
and
don't
then,
have.
and then you had to go. You kind of have to go in there to grab the rack to pull out.
Do you remember the one time we were working and I was about to go on vacation, and we had a quick emergency bake, like 30 bagels, and I threw it in there, and then I was annoyed, so I swung the door open and grabbed it out,
Oh my
and
gosh.
the door came back onto my leg, and it burnt my
the
entire
shit
back
out of
leg.
his
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, it hurt like a motherfucking son of a
and
bitch.
that's like painful because that oven.
I mean, you got to think 500 degrees is 500 degree of steel metal
No, yeah, I
on
get
the
you.
back of your leg.
And that was all for 30 bagels?
30 bagels.
Wow.
Well, 'cause
Back,
he was,
back of
he
the
was,
leg, no.
He was mad because we were done.
We were cleaning. We were done cleaning and about ready to walk out, and
Yeah.
we got called in
And then
and
throw in
30
Why didn't you
Right.
just go to
30
Manhattan
bagels.
Bagel and buy 30?
because we make the Manhattan bagels.
Why didn't you just go to another Manhattan Bagel that you don't deliver to and buy 30 bagels?
Because we were made. They were fresh.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would know the difference.
Didn't you make them for the high school too?
We made them
The
for a
You
lot.
made them
Chamonix,
for
yeah.
my school at least.
Yeah.
We made them for Yum Yums.
Yum Yums. Yep.
Are they still in
Manhattan.
business?
I don't know. I haven't. I
Oh,
don't.
the
I don't
bagel
really
factory?
talk to him anymore.
You should just buy the company.
No,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
never want to. That guy worked 7 days a week. I mean, he didn't really do much, but
Yeah.
I mean, he would sit in his office and like get
Yeah,
the
yeah,
numbers
yeah.
all
Run his
together,
business,
talk to
yeah.
people, find business and stuff like that. I mean, the guy worked his ass off to start the business, so he had all the rights
Yeah,
to
and
to
back
finally
end
be able
work
to.
isn't always easier. Than
Yeah, no, I know. But he was always in an air conditioned office. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
It wasn't in a New York Bagel?
Yeah, it was,
So it's called
yeah.
New York Bagels.
Oh, is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just remember my experience there was like, it was like a fun little job because it was a summer job for me. I was still in high school when I was working
Yeah.
there. But I just remember the heat was so bright. I used to get so sick all the time
Yeah.
because not only were you standing in heat all day, the bagels were in a freezer. Like after they made the bagels and they would stick them in a freezer so they didn't like melt on you.
Well, not a freezer, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a fridge.
yeah, but it was still
It
freezing.
was, yeah, it still had to be
Oh.
under 40 degrees.
You were walking in and out of that, so you
That
were
must
you were
have felt
going
good.
from but you were
No,
going
it-
from 110 degrees
A
to
lot hotter than that.
yeah. What I don't know what it was. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was 120 degree down to 40 degrees.
which sucks
in and out.
worse.
And when you're doing that constantly all day, your body's not adjusting properly, and you get sick. I remember the one day I was in the bathroom throwing up,
Yeah.
and we had to finish. Like I had to finish,
Yeah.
and I just remember that was the day where I was like, I don't know if I can continue to do this.
I don't think you did you?
I never stayed there like Joey did. I did it for the summer, and when I went back to school, I was done. I never went back.
That was my skinniest time.
Yeah. No, seriously, like you
Well,
lost a
you-
tremendous amount of weight.
Why don't you do that part time?
Think
Yeah, on
about it.
top of his full time job.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd be
Just
dead.
for the weight loss.
No, yeah, it definitely does suck. We have a kitchen upstairs, which is right in the middle of the kitchen. So you have like all 10 ovens, heat just going right up. So I know what you mean because the room is air conditioned,
Mhm.
and then you walk into like 120, 130 degree kitchen, and it's like, fuck. And if you're not drinking water, yeah, you'll get sick. The kids do it all the time. I'm like, you have to drink water while you're up here.
And that was another thing too, is I never was always prepared, and I would always have like only a couple water bottles, and then the tap water there was disgusting. So to drink that was even worse. But anyway, we're hitting the time limit. We got to wrap up, boys. So before we go, I want to ask you guys opinions of the cigar. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I thought it was a great
Yeah,
cigar.
I thought it was a quality cigar.
I was actually shocked because a lot of the times when you think of like cigar branding, like like um like whiskey cigars, like the whiskey made the cigar, or like celebrity cigars, they're sometimes aren't the best. And so far we tried two. We did the Buffalo Trace cigar, and which we're smoking now, and then we
Yeah.
did the knuckle sandwich, which was done by
I Fiat.
Guy Fieri. And so far I enjoy them both.
Mhm.
The knuckle sandwich is like an
that one's
outstanding
good.
That's
cigar.
cool. Yeah.
Outstanding cigar, and I recommend that
Very
highly.
good.
And this is actually really good. I was shocked. I was not expecting me to be so into this cigar. And I remember always walking past it and being like, oh, I want to smoke it. 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 And never getting it. And then I'm happy we grabbed it, though.
Yep.
Because this will be a cigar that I will buy again.
Yeah.
Right.
And at the cigar shop we bought at, it wasn't that bad. I think it was like $6. Something
Nah,
like
I
that.
think
Seven
Yeah.
at most, no.
I think it was
Cheap.
like $6.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it was discounted on him or not, but it was like a $6 cigar for us at our shop. I can't speak for any other shop, but our shop, it was a $6 cigar. But yeah, I like it. I mean, yeah, it had that peppery.
Yeah, I
it
mean,
had
the-
the pepper, it had the chocolate, it had the leather.
Yeah, that's the major notes that I got was the coffee, the
coffee.
chocolate, and then the pepper and the retrohale. I didn't
Yeah.
really taste it when you were inhaling it, but in the retrohale, I got a lot of pepper.
Yeah. But it was nice.
Well, I got a little pepper from at the beginning, very little bit, and then leather all the way through.
Yeah, the
Really,
pepper.
for me.
Yeah, the pepper backed off almost like
Yeah.
halfway through the first third of the cigar.
Mine stopped right away.
No, I mean the first third of the cigar is like
okay.
halfway through
Oh,
that.
okay.
Definitely backed off some. I mean, it was still there, but not heavy. It wasn't a heavy present of pepper, which some heavy body cigars are. And this is a medium to full body cigar. I mean, we'll find out later if it comes back into the end. But yeah, it backed off, and I mean, that's what I'm like Dad said. I'm mainly getting the leather, through the second, third, and on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great cigar, guys.
Very
Yeah,
good.
I enjoyed
I
it.
really enjoyed it. The
Good pick.
whiskey's actually really, really good. I know it's not the easiest thing to get. I mean, this is the first time. I mean, to see it in a wine and spirits was shocking to me. Yeah, it was good whiskey.
good. I
It
liked it.
tastes
I
well.
liked
I
it.
mean, it
Yeah.
had a little bit of burn, but after you kept drinking it for a while, it was pretty smooth. Had good flavors. I don't really know what the flavor notes were, but it had what I consider good. I mean,
It had
yeah,
good
it was,
ones.
It was oaky. It was caramel, like any other whiskey or bourbon that's out there. And but yeah, it's good pairing together too, because it's made from the same distillery,
Yeah.
which is nice.
That was cool.
So yeah,
All right.
I guess that's a wrap, guys. Don't
Cool.
forget to give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to see this future or so you can keep up to date in future episodes. Please leave us comments, your cigars, your whiskeys, if anything that you want to comment on the show, and we would love to hear from you guys, and we'll respond back to the best of our ability. And yeah, I guess that's a wrap. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
See you
Peace.
next week.